Hello everyone, my name is Ty Everett, the founder of Project Babbage, and today I am going to be showing you how you can take commissions inside of your Babbage applications. Now, what are commissions and why are they useful? Commissions allow you to make money with your Babbage applications. So, when users create actions in Babbage applications, when they do things in applications, such as if I go to, I'll launch my Babbage desktop here just so that I have it open, and then I'll go to convo.babbage.systems, the example encrypted messaging application inside of a Babbage app, right? I can go over here and, I can send some messages, and so I'll just create an example action here, right? I'll just go ahead and say test action, and I'll send that off here. And at the bottom of the screen, once this is sent, we should see a new action has been created, which, I'm talking to this person SPV to infinity, who's just a test account that I made. And if we refresh over here, we can see that, 217 Satoshis, so a very small amount of money. If we zoom up on this, about 3%, 3.5% of a penny. A few seconds ago, we created this action, and that is how that works if you don't know already. Actions can be interpreted across applications, but if you want to know more about that, I encourage you to check out other tutorials on projectbabbage.com. This is about how application developers can make money from their actions that are made by their users. So if I am the creator of Convo Messenger, and 100,000 people, or no, let's say 100,000 actions get created with Convo Messenger per month. How can I capitalize on that? How can I actually earn some revenue for my application? How can I make money from building a MetaNet-powered, Bitcoin application that uses Project Babbage and the action-oriented development methodology? Where we don't have to spy on people and have bad privacy and all the other bad things that happen in traditional apps. And so let's go ahead and take a look here at a file inside of this app's website. So each app, it's just a website, right? Like, I'll show you actually. If I click in here to this, we can see that this app is literally just an internet website, right? And I can launch it and it would just open up the thing. But inside that website, and in fact, this is a standard, not just in Babbage apps, but in many other, apps across the internet. There's a file called manifest.json. And the manifest.json file it's just like a standard way of describing certain things about the app or website, right? So the app is called Convo Messenger. Here's some icons for it, and all that stuff. But if we scroll down here, we can see there's some additional things. And I don't want you to really, unless you already are paying attention to it, I don't really want you to pay attention to this stuff here. I only want you to look at this commission object. So in manifest.json, there is a thing called Babbage. And inside of Babbage, it's an object. There can be another object called commission. And this just describes how the app developer is going to make money from their application. So what you should do is define a frequency. So if we say there's 100,000 actions that are happening, and 2% of them, so 0.02 means 2%, and 0.2 means 20%. And so of course, if you just put 1, it would be 100% of all actions would have a commission applied. So on 2% of actions in our example here, 100,000 actions per month, that means that 2,000 of those actions would pay the amount of 1,000 Satoshis. So that means that 2,000 times 1,000, you would get, 2 million Satoshis in action revenue from your application just by setting a simple commission here. And then you just provide, I do not recommend providing an address. So if you see this, that's just for legacy compatibility reasons, but I recommend just provide a paymail, right? So just put in your paymail. If you have your Babbage paymail, right? So you're the app developer and you come over here, like this is my paymail. I have other paymail set up for, my company, peer-to-peer privacy systems research, and that's what this is. So just provide the paymail where you want your money to go. And just like that, when you create an application, you can define in the manifest.json file of the application's domain name a way to make money from your application. You literally just put in how much money you want to make. And then the people that make actions inside your application, like I said, if there's 100,000 actions, then 2,000 of those actions in this example would pay you 1,000 Satoshis on average. And so that's how you can make money with applications where you don't have to like spy on people or have Google AdSense. And this money is coming directly from your users. So you're actually making money from the people who are benefiting from your application. So now I'm going to show just one more example to make it more clear. We can have, so if I go back to, Convo Messenger, I'll go back here, right? And this is one application, right? But if I go to Convo Dark, which is actually a competing messaging application, right? So here's Convo Dark, and I'll click on SPV to infinity, and we can see that it's just updating here. And here is the test action that we just created. So it's a messaging application where the users own their data in this example. Your application can be anything you want. But if I use the Convo Dark application, and I'll say test dark action, because there's nothing wrong with that, right? Test dark action, it's going to go ahead and create another action here. And I have to authorize it because, I gave an authorization for Convo Messenger in the past, but I haven't done that with Convo Dark yet. So there that is. Now we've got test dark action. And so I just created I created an action inside of Convo Dark instead of in Convo Messenger. Now, what is the significance of this? Well, if Convo Dark is a competing messaging application to Convo Messenger, let's look in their manifest.json file, and we can see that in Convo Dark, it's slightly different, right? So they have a competing fee model for using their application. So on 1.5%, so it's slightly cheaper, 1.5% of the actions taken inside Convo Dark, the developer is going to receive 1,000 Satoshis. So that means that if there's 100,000 actions that are taken, then the developer is only going to receive 1.5 million Satoshis instead of 2 million. But maybe more people are going to use it, and maybe there's going to be more actions because it's cheaper, or because people like dark mode more than they like light mode, or whatever the case may be. But the users own their data, the users own their actions, the users are accountable for their actions, and of course it's a different paymail handle here. And the reason why it's different is because it's a different developer. So you make money when people use your applications because you're providing them a good experience. Now that's how Babbage works, and that's how you can make money from creating privacy-respecting, micropayment-powered, MetaNet-friendly applications on Project Babbage with Bitcoin. So I hope this tutorial has been informative. And last but not least, we're just going to tab over here, and I'm going to show you, this is the example application for Project Babbage. So if you want to start a Project Babbage application, you can go to the link in the description, and this is a GitHub repository, and you just fork this repository and you already have a Babbage application. Like, you can literally deploy it onto your domain and you will have a Babbage application that already works and that people can use to create actions. And then you can follow the other tutorials on projectbabbage.com, and you can figure out how you can create how you can make your application do other really cool things, such as micropayments between users, all that other fun stuff. But right now, what I'm going to be doing is showing you how to add a commission, once again, to your application. So in this example repository, in the public folder, go to manifest.json. The file already exists. It's a standard file in standard web applications, nothing Babbage or Bitcoin specific here. All we need to do is add a Babbage object to the manifest.json file, and then we're going to add a commission. And inside here, you can just provide the frequency of the commission. So for example purposes, we will just say that on, half of transactions or half of actions created by Babbage applications, we want to take a commission of, 1,500 Satoshis. So that means that, and then we also just provide, where do you want your money to go, right? So when you make money from your application, I can just say, I want my money to go to me at my paymail. And so just give the paymail of where you want your money to go. And just like that, you deploy the updated manifest.json file by committing, in your GitHub repository, which is your fork of this, and you link up, Netlify, or you link up whatever you want to link up in order to deploy your application onto the internet. You can check out the other tutorials for how to deploy web applications. I believe I have a related video on my channel, which I will also link in the description. How do you deploy, web applications using my methodology for doing that? And you'll literally have a Babbage application on the internet running live. And if you provide users a good experience, and if you build something valuable, they will use your application, they will create actions, and you will make money. That's how it works. So it's literally that simple. You can deploy applications that are able to earn revenue without needing AdSense, without needing to spy on people and sell their data to data brokers who can then use it for advertising purposes and all these other unethical, convoluted things that have happened. This is micropayments. This is Babbage. This is Bitcoin, and this is how things should be built for kind of the metanet. So that's enough of me talking, and hopefully now you can get to a place where you're earning revenue with your applications. Again, my name is Ty Everett. I am the founding president of Project Babbage. You can check all this stuff out on projectbabbage.com, and thank you for tuning into this video.